on, guys, use your noggin. It's general information that anyone, especially like you guys over at the Unlimited Buffet Redux, should know about that. Yes, and I'll admit it's a channel that I looked at and looked at how quickly that channel rose up in the area. The amount of different people who got involved, everything that went on. I always had to ask the question, what's really behind that? How did that happen? Is there something bigger at play that we don't understand? And that's a question that I've had some people, Matthew Riot over one of the Lou groupies, the Lewis groupies over at UCR has been, challenging me on saying, I've said that about him. Yes, I'll say it and I'll say it again. It just deserves a great big question mark because we don't know. And sometimes questions deserve to be asked. Like, is the Chinese buffet really that good? Yeah, she's serious. She's called out some of the young girls in ufology on Twitter and YouTube for some of their less than becoming scantily uddy behavior. And I stand with her. If we want to have professionalism, Christina Gomez sets a high bar. These girls are doing the limbo. A screenshot I've shared around with some different people. If you look at, UCR and the network of people that they have, granted, I do have some people in there that don't belong, like Vinny and Kurt, but they'll bring someone into UCR, and then the people they bring in get passed into usually used to be Singularity Mike next. And then the people who would come from the shows would get passed from person to person to person to person, like a football team passing a new cheerleader around. And I just had to wonder what the hell's going on? How did this happen so quick? What's the network? And if you can see at the center, we've got Lou with UCR, and then rather be squidding off to the side, Mike Singularity, Artemis Prime, where she's gone now with the Goofanites. And it just kind of, there's this big circle of things. And granted, it's changed in the last 6 months since I've put this together. But yes, sometimes we have to look at stuff and we have to call things into question and say, what's really going on here? This isn't me going and just trying to throw things out there of shade. That's real research.
Evil triumphs when good people do nothing, and that's
Yes.
just not our style.
And I've gotten toxic treatment from Lou Jimenez. He called me out for trying to say I was running tag team with Goof on against Lou, spreading lies against Lou. That is a freaking lie. That is a freaking lie.
That is a freaking lie.
Now, there may have been some videos I showed where it's calling out some drunk girls running around in negligee, being a little disgraceful to the movement. They may have been called bitches in the video, and I'm not sure if I said it, but if I did, well, it was just kind of a, hey, bitches, how's it going kind of a thing. Nothing like, well, my female dog, who's right over there, who's truly a bitch. Oh, she used to go out sometimes, and I would yell, Cupcake, get in here. Stop being a bitch. You got to have fun with it, Either way, let's continue.
Evil triumphs when good people do nothing, and
Yes.
that's just not our style.
Yep.
We're trying to call them a threat because what? They're imposing on us being the threat at this point. So you just can't go ahead and say, like Elizondo and Christopher Mellon and Jeremy Corbell. It's just like you got this trifecta people saying they're a threat. They're a national security threat. They're a threat. And it's just like, come on, guys. You're just trying to do this to freaking stoke up the military machine because we're afraid that our politicians' jobs in Washington, their days might be numbered. I
You
think
ask
they
the
know.
public.
It's kind of like they have the information, they have the
Yeah.
stuff. They're just keeping the stuff secret and just freaking lying to us, and we're just gonna be, continuing some of the conversations you had the other day with respect to who can we trust, who should we trust in the ufology, the whole thing with LMHD, and everybody else has just been.
Did you put a D on the end of that?
Yeah, of course.
Lyndon
Who
Moulton
doesn't?
Howdy Doody.
Yeah,
That's unreal. That's getting some legs.
yeah, it is. I mean, come on. Look at the picture of ET the extraterrestrial. It looks like her when he's in drag. It looks like.
Oh, that's right. Hold on. I think I have that. I've got to show it.
Yeah, you do.
All right. I'm bringing over LMHD. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Poor Linda. She let herself go.
Yeah, but it's the same jewels, the same outfit,
Yeah.
same hairdo.
Did you see Cambion? Did you see what he did? Stephen
No.
Cambion from Truth Seekers on Linda. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Here we go.
And I'm in the moment, howdy doody. And this is my pretty pussy.
Yeah, I didn't want to play that part, but hey, man, I forgot how long that P word goes on.
Oh yeah.
Right back.
Hey, she's got two pussies. She's got Fluffy in the front and Chocolate in the back. Fluffy needs trim and Chocolate needs a shave.
Oh my God. What has happened to, oh my God, poor Linda.
Yeah, I did say that, bud.
Yeah, I did say that, bud.
Do you believe him, Rich?
No, God, no. I don't believe anything Lou says. Lou hasn't really brought anything to the field.
He's brought a lot of information that he's talked around the fringe about. That he kind of leads you to hear some information, but doesn't really open up and say what he can. Now, if he was truly under non-disclosures, right? The levels of stuff that he has disclosed and talked about should be enough to go ahead and throw him in jail. Unless what he's talking about
That's what I think.
isn't real. But here's the real kicker. Lou's a government contractor right now. He's an employee of the federal government. And the thing is, if he is an employee in that role, and he is, or not an employee, a contractor of the federal government, and we're going up against the DOD in something, we literally have a virtual catfight going on between the DOD and between some other unknown entity that they're not being honest about. Okay, Lou, who do you work for? What's your role? You're on all these different live streams. You don't get paid for your appearances on it, but someone's paying your salary for all your time.
Yeah.
What is your job? What's happening? There's a big, aura of mystery around it that, if he was really upfront and clear about it, then we would have a good idea about it. But there's this, layer of mystery that's out there that just seems unnecessary. I mean, you got
necessary.
You've got Christopher Mellon, who supposedly has all this information, but on his last video that he was on CNN, he's going and saying all these crafts are flying at hundreds of miles per hour. No, Christopher, they're reportedly going at 46,000 miles an hour plus. We've got some people who are watching them in near Earth orbit going at 76,000 miles an hour plus. So how can you take something that's such a basic fact about this and just get it wrong when you're going and talking about it?
Well, I appreciate you being yourself, because there's a lot of people out there who put on the voice and the face.
Yeah.
And you can't. For me, it's hard to trust them, but that's why I'm saying your show seems, and it is, authentic.
Yeah, well,
And
maybe we could get you on sometime.
yeah, sure, absolutely, of course. Yeah, whenever, man, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Against Lou. Spreading lies against Lou. That is a freaking lie. That is a freaking lie.
That is a freaking lie.